I figured I would just like show you what I'm doing. So, flour hands, which means I'm going to get flour on yours. But here's, I'm basically starting to roll out the top crust, which will be a lattice. And then there's the pie assembled using my grandmother's recipe, which maybe I'll share it in the comment, in the description. I'm not sure. She has passed on, been many a year, but she might not mind if people around the interwebs actually know how to make a pie. But anyway, let me, I'll kind of bend this down so you guys can see. So, yep, I'm basically making a double crust pie. So it's like the crust on the bottom, and then we're going to do one on the top. Now, I have in my brain, I'm going to do the lattice, which I'm going to have to wrap my brain around how to orchestrate the lattice, because you always want to do it kind of like it's weaved and stuff. So I'll probably, there's probably a YouTube video about how to do it the correct way. So I am trying to get this out, get this nice and rolled out. So earlier I had to use a food processor. Didn't have to, but it does recommend it. And I realized the food processor we have is barely big enough to accommodate a recipe for a double pie crust. So I used it for most of the assembly and getting things chopped up. But basically this has flour and some sugar and a wee bit of salt and a lot of butter. And so that's what I'm doing right now, just trying to get it big enough so I can have plenty of strips to do on the top of the pie. And meanwhile, the oven is preheating. So yeah, you know what? I will tell you guys what I did. Actually, I can't because it's on the phone. But basically, let's see. So on the base of the pie, you can see over there, it's got like flour and sugar. And then I did the like green, thinly sliced Granny Smith apple slices all throughout. And I kind of did like alternated some different ways that I did that. Ooh, careful, careful. Let's get some more. Get some more flour on this guy. I don't want to get all crazy. I just need plenty of thin crust so I can do my lattice work. But yeah, so did all kinds of like apple up in there. What's up, Gold Razor? And then along the top, you put more stuff. So then you put like some sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves, plus a little bit more flour. And you drizzle, you just spread that all over the top of the apple slices. And then finally, more butter. This thing has so much butter. I mean, the crust has a lot of butter, and there's a ton of butter, but then you slice up a whole stick of butter, and that's what you can see over here. It's all along the top. The last thing that'll go on is the lattice stuff, which I might do this live so you all can laugh at me. But basically, I'm getting this all rolled out so I can do it. I hope you all are thinking about cool Thanksgiving. Can you say hi, Elizabeth? Hi, Elizabeth. Who's Elizabeth? Because your handle says Maggie. Hi, bro. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Can you say hi, Elizabeth? I already did, Maggie. So, you know, I won't be redundant. I'm gonna be like, God, I'm desperate. I gotta say hi. Okay, so I've got it pretty big, as you can kind of see, bigger than when I started. Nice cooking skills. Time will tell. So I'm gonna take, and I did par bake and I'm not gonna tilt this because I've seen the videos where people do that. Basically, I'm just gonna hold this over here. I do have enough crust laid out, rolled out now, so that I can do my strips. So good to make sure. You always want to make sure, like, do I have enough? Yes, I do. So let me just get this rolled out a little bit more here. Oop, I did a fold. Careful. Okay. Okay. Said hi. Hello, Gold Razor. Thanks for the cooking skills. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, let's see. So I'm going to kind of look at this. Bring this over here. Okay. So I'm going to be like, so 1, 4, so wait. So probably 7 strips either way for max. So I need 14 total strips. They can be thin. Okay. So here what I've got is this long ass knife. So I think what I'll do, and I want to kind of, went long ways. Let me just get this out a little bit more over here. A little bit more over here. So I can get this out. So make sure I've got plenty of strips. Okay. Because the as you get to the edges of the pie, you can have shorter strips, obviously. What am I baking? Baking my grandmother's apple pie. And I will put the recipe in the description after I do this. But it's been kind of a half-day enterprise. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making some strips. So, oops, very poorly done, rather. Okay, so now we're gonna actually let's do some flour on this knife to help me do this. Okay, one strip. Okay, and I am making a big old mess on the floor, which is why we're probably gonna vacuum later. I am from the United States. There, I think I like the thickness of these strips. I think that'll look good. Okay, here I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So see how my, whoop, wait, am I like, okay, there you go. See those strips? That's maybe an inch wide. I think that'll be good. But yeah, so we're gonna keep going with that. And the nice part is I have actually some extra pie crust from the base crust, the one that went in the bottom of the pan. And I need to stop doing my fingers on here apparently. Okay, 3, 4. I think I'm dimpling it down with a knife, so I need to be a little bit careful about that. Ooh, what kind of, these are not perfect, so that's how you know it's made with love. All right, so there. See if I can straighten this out a little bit more. Ooh. Have y'all watched the Stranger Things episodes? Have you been binging season 4? Tamil Nadu. Sorry, I'm gonna try. Tamil Nadu. I'm totally saying that wrong. I know. That's cool. That's not near me. I did work with a team from India at a job, and y'all were always 12 and a half hours after me, which always made it for really interesting trying to sync up meetings and calls and what have you. Okay. So, all right, doing some more. I did a lattice topped, or lattice crust apple pie. Thank you. Thanks, ACZN. I did a lattice crust apple pie. Oh gosh, it's been a minute. It might have been like 8 years ago. It was here in this house, I know, and we've been here for almost 13 years. Okay. All right, going a little faster here. Woo. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Need 4 more. Oops, that was okay. And then we'll do another one. Down to 3 more. 2 more. From Canada, nice to see you. Thanks for watching. From Texas, nice. Canada, you had your Thanksgiving, I want to say a few weeks ago, right? Just because you all celebrate yours not on the same time of year that we do. And I'd love to hear like what you do for that. Okay, so now let me go and put the top on the flour, because you know what we don't want? We don't want the flour juice to go everywhere. It's already all over the place. Okay, so you guys ready? I'm gonna let you kind of like watch me. Don't want to do too much. Okay, you can kind of watch me put this on. Let's see if I can get this over here. Ready? This will be fun. Okay, so first of all, let's get the longest one. Oop, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm gonna need is this guy. Hold on 1 second. Is he in here? Whew. My glasses just fogged up a ton. Where did I put that? Or did I put it over here? Where did I put my scraper guy? Oh, that's right here. Okay, so I've got this guy. I'm actually gonna do a little bit. You know what? Let's start on the edge. That way I can get this up without worrying about it sticking. So I'm gonna use that just to make sure it doesn't stick. Okay, ready? All right, we got 1 down. Here we go. 1 on the pie. See? Okay, and I'm just gonna leave these loose because I gotta be able to like do shit to them. So let's see, what's the best way to do this? Let's see. So I've gotta like, I think it's better if I actually do a center one first, right? That technically is long enough. Cool. It's really ugly. It's one of my worst strips though, so let's not do that right now. Hold on. Put this over on the thingy here. So let's get some of these up. I'm totally gonna fuck this up, I can tell. Okay, so just come up. Maybe I shouldn't be live streaming this. It's making me nervous. Okay, let's get this guy out of the way. All right, got one over here. So I'm gonna do, okay, you know what? We'll figure it out as we go. It's gonna be fine. So I've got two there. So now what I'm gonna do, I am gonna try to take, because these are long enough to be long enough for the child. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna lay all this in, and I'm gonna keep it super loosey-goosey. Okay, I might have had more than strips than I needed. And again, I'm just gonna use my little scraper guy so I don't get anything that's stuck. This one might need a little help here. Okay. Okay. Got that. Cool. You can kind of see it over there. I think you can see it. But yeah, just taking strip after strip and getting under here so I don't get anything stuck to the board. So I did use flour, but I just want to make sure nothing's trying to cling. Some of these are a little bit thicker than others, which will be interesting. Okay, get another one. Okay, a little bit more there. Cool, cool. All right, now, all right, almost done with them going one way. You know, people who like do plating, like braiding of stuff. Hey, Yuki. I am always impressed with those folks because how they keep that straight. Okay, there's definitely some. This guy wants to stick a little bit. Come on, baby. Okay, got it. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna move that over here. All right. Now let's go the other way. So now I've got. Let's see. I've got them kind of laid out that way. So now we're gonna do the alternating. See if I can not look like an idiot doing it, but I probably will. What are you all looking forward to for eating this week? My daughter made some super chocolatey truffles, which are amazing, and I'm like, I better limit myself to that. Okay, here we go. I'm actually gonna do this number. I'm gonna bring these back. Let's see, wait. Yep. So I'm gonna fold that back and fold that back. Oh, I think I might have happened upon a way to do this. Okay, so one down the middle. Okay. Okay, and bring that back down. It's not too bad, not too shabby, not shabby. Okay, and bring that back down. Okay, and then we're going to lift up these guys that weren't on that, and we're going to do the next one. I think that's the way to do it. It's going to be my way to do it anyway. Okay, whew. It's nice and warm here now too, because the oven's getting up to 475. It's there right now, waiting for this pie. Come on, pie. This pie. This pie. Okay, so now we've got it there. So now we're gonna fold these guys back down to their place. Okay, lattice is working. Okay, now let's go back up with these guys that were up earlier. And we'll take the next one. Okay. It's probably the most stressful part of making this pie. It's trying to make the lattice look pretty. Okay, so we're going to lay that across. Cool. We're going to bring these guys back down. I have one more to do on this side, then I can do the other side. Okay, and then lastly, okay, that one can stay. Actually, bring that up. These guys are over, and then let me grab. Can I grab this guy in the end because it's shorter? I think I can. Let's see if he comes up. He does. Great. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. All right. I kind of feel like I'm dressing the pie. Just to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there for a second. I might do one last little strip over here, but now. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and fold all these other ones back. Take the next one. Ooh. Okay. Come on, baby. Did you guys sweet talk your food? Come on, baby. You can do it. Okay, there we go. I'll fold these guys back down. I kind of like this system. It seems to be working okay. Okay, then we'll fold the next ones back up. Don't get stuck to that butter now. All right. Okay, we'll put the next one down. All right, and we'll put that across. This is stressful. Okay, and one last one over here. So let me fly these guys back up. All right, that one, we're already on the edge, so we're good. Okay, and lastly, so this one, this last strip, I think I can bisect it into two, because I think I can try for another one on this side. Okay, there's that. That's almost not long enough, but the funny part about pastry and dough, you can stretch it a little bit, which is what I'm doing. Okay, ready? Look at that, I did it. Oh my God. And none of them tore. Okay, I got one more to do though. Hold on. You lift this guy. This is just a short little dude. Short little dude. Put that right there. Cover that part of that pie. Cool. Okay. My gosh, it looks really cute. Okay, so now, oh my goodness, y'all, I'm kind of proud of this. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Great. So now, hi from Puerto Rico. Nice to see you too. I want to say your name is Zzz. Okay, so now I'm going to take some scissors and go around and slice all these off. Whew. Okay, so just leave them overhang a little bit. Just cutting them like I'm cutting hair, basically. Oh, I'm sweating. It was stressful. But I am going to crimp it under the edge of the pie. So I par-baked the bottom crust, so it's kind of already crispy, so it's not like I can really clinch anything. I'm not really too worried about how the sides are going to look, frankly. I care about the top. But I feel like I'm cutting hair. Just cutting these little strips of things off. You want to see? Here, let me bring you back down here. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Cutting little, it's like I'm cutting hair. All right. Oops. Don't mess up that lattice you just worked so hard on there, girlfriend. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. Cut you guys. I can crimp you together. So yeah. So just, okay. I think I did that better than last time I did a lattice top pie. Like I didn't freak myself out about it. Well, plus realizing that the crust isn't going to necessarily break me. Okay. Cool. All right, there you go. Anybody want some extra little strips of pastry? Cool. Look at this, my son. I'm live streaming it too. You're a lovely boy, I think.
I am.
Yes, you are.
A real nice fist print into the
That's
pie.
right. That's right.
It makes such a difference.
That's right. Okay, so I am gonna do what I can to kind of get this underneath the. Here you can see. I'm trying to tuck it under so it's secure. Because what I don't want is these, because you know things retract and stuff when you get them in the heat. So I want them to stay. So I am gonna kind of get these tucked under the existing already pre-baked crust that I did earlier, and hopefully I am going to take a picture of this though, because at least I'll have proof that it looked good before it went in the oven. And if it looks bad after it's out, you know what? I tried my best. And also, looks are only part of all this. Do we want it to taste good? Most excellently, yes. That's the whole really big important part of this. So almost done. And I did read in the recipe too, it said make sure you line the bottom with like tin foil around the bottom, because this thing is going to do is there is a mountain of apples underneath here, and all that juice is going to start coming out. Going crazy. Anywho, all right, y'all. Whew. Stressful. So, but thanks for joining me with that little part. I would have gotten you with me for like the assembly part of it. Frankly, I forgot. But I didn't forget you to remember this was the part that I was fearing the most. I was dreading the lattice part. I think we figured it out though. But I will take a picture of it. I will let you have one last look at it. Yay! So you all are my witnesses. It looked good before I put it in the oven. Okay. Whew. I will share a picture. I'll post it here on the channel when you after this is out, so you can see how it turned out. We can cry or smile and celebrate together. Anywho, I will hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you hopefully after I've imbibed some awesome pie here. But have a great rest of your evening. Bye!